federal CARES Act dollars to expand energy assistance. The $5 million in federal funding will be used to provide supplemental assistance to Low-Income Energy Assistance Program, or LEAP, recipients. The state also starting a new emergency COVID-19 energy assistance program, which will help Montanans who are not current LEAP recipients. The new program uses a 1-month income look back to assist those whose situation has changed due to the pandemic. The state strongly encouraged anyone who is income eligible to apply to help ease some of the financial burden.
Oftentimes, we hear of customers or participants that have to make that choice between paying their energy bill or buying food or paying other costs that are associated.
The Emergency COVID-19 Energy Assistance Program will use a 1-month income look-back period to determine eligibility. The benefit period for the program will run from today through August 31st of 2020 or until funds are expended. While some much-needed relief is headed to the Blackfeet Reservation, over 450 families receive food as part of a tribal program. The Blackfoot Food Distribution Program provides commodities to income-qualified tribal members living on the reservation or on the border. Commodities are distributed once per month. Director Roy Crawford Jr. Tells us, in a time of need, this is the right thing to do.
In a time of need like this, I've always said that the best thing you could do to help a person out is put food on their table, and that's what we're trying to do here at the Blackfeet Food Distribution, is just help our people and, put some food on their table, and hopefully, that helps,
And if you're hoping to donate to the program, you can check out our website for more details. And tonight, we'd like to again remind you about the Rebound Montana Relief Fund. It's a partnership between MTN, AMB West Philanthropies, and the Montana Community Foundation. With the devastating impact COVID-19 has had on families and businesses, we've created the statewide fund to provide safety net funding for rural and tribal communities adversely affected by the pandemic. And if you can contribute, please go to KRTV or KXLH.com/relief, and you'll be able to access various funds that have been set up. MTN and AMB West Philanthropies will match the first $150,000 donated to the Montana COVID-19 Relief Fund. Well, the pandemic is putting the brakes on some popular summertime events. The Helena Symphony in Carroll College announced today that this year's Symphony Under the Stars has been canceled in response to COVID-19. The annual concert has been running for 16 years. It draws crowds of more than 18,000. Leaders say this is not the appropriate time to hold an event that would bring thousands of people from outside Helena and outside the state. In addition to the health concerns, they say the financial impact of the virus could mean some regular donors won't be able to support the event this year. Music director Alan Scott says the Symphony Under the Stars has a particular celebratory atmosphere, and they think that it would be best to save that until next year.
Having a big party and celebrating when we might have up to 100,000 people of our citizens killed by this crisis, we felt it doesn't set the right tone. And the message of a celebration, we don't want to change that. We want there to be a celebration. We want to celebrate our community. We want to celebrate the arts. We want to celebrate Carroll College and the Helena Symphony.
The Symphony is also rescheduling 2 of its other planned concerts. Scott said they're working with public health leaders to determine when they can resume their events. Well, in Great Falls, a highly anticipated event for the past 30 years is also canceled due to the pandemic. The Lewis and Clark Foundation has made the decision to cancel the 2020 Lewis and Clark Festival. It was scheduled for June 19th through the 21st. The foundation determined social distancing guidelines would be difficult to implement with such large crowds. Organizers say the festival is still on track to return next year. Well, tomorrow, wildlife management areas across the state will be opening for the year, but there will be a few changes to follow these social distancing protocols. The Beartooth WMA between Great Falls and Helena will be open for day use only until further notice. At the Sun River WMA, a popular spot for shed hunters on opening day, Fish, Wildlife, and Parks will not be weighing collected antlers as they typically would. It's just one step FWP is taking to try to keep people healthy and in compliance with the governor's directive.
Instead of letting people just congregate in a big group at the gate, we're going to be asking people to line up along the fences so that we can keep social distance. And that's really going to be our focus.
Both the Beartooth and Sun River open tomorrow at noon. Because our WMAs are destinations for people hunting shed antlers, anyone coming from out of state must self-quarantine for 14 days before engaging in any public activity. And another reminder is to be aware of the weather and also bears. Well, tomorrow all flags will be displayed at half-staff. That announcement comes from Governor Steve Bullock today. The order is meant to honor peace officers Memorial Day and Police Week. All American flags across the state should be half-staff to honor those currently working and those who have paid the ultimate sacrifice. Well, if you're a veteran and happen to be in downtown Great Falls this weekend, you could save some money. It's part of Military Appreciation Days. The event recognizes active duty, retired military, veterans, National Guard members, and their family members. For the co-owner of Electric City Coffee, military appreciation hits close to home.
As a veteran-owned business, we always want to ensure our military come downtown. So giving them an additional 15% off of their entire order allows those folks to come in and enjoy it during our business hours and try something maybe new, or get them downtown and they may have never came downtown before.
That event started today. It lasts through Saturday. You can check out the list of participating businesses on our website and also look for signs in downtown business windows. Well, after some sunny skies to start the day, we've seen a few more clouds this afternoon. Brandon Michaels joins us. And Brandon, even with the clouds, it's still the nicest day of the week so far.
Yeah, definitely. We've stayed dry. Temperatures are fairly comfortable. It's a lot nicer than it has been the past couple of days. We're going to start with a look at the high-resolution satellite here. You can really see those clouds building as we heat it up into the afternoon hours, but definitely still a couple gaps in the cloud cover. It's not completely overcast, and the temperatures and everything is looking fairly nice here. We do have one or two little showers popping up, mainly just south of the High Line, south of Haverin, around the Cut Bank area, and then a little heavier shower into Judith Basin County, but not widespread rain like we, again, have been dealing with. Looking outside in Great Falls, plenty of blue sky now that the clouds are starting to break apart as we head a little bit into the evening here. 62 degrees, so very comfortable. Really nice day overall here in Great Falls. The wind out of the west at 7 miles per hour. Helena, kind of the same story. A little bit more cloud cover showing up on the the Opportunity Bank ICAM rather, but still some gaps in there and some blue sky. A little bit warmer in Helena. Helena sitting at 64 degrees right now. So things are nice for now, but we do have more rain in the forecast. We'll talk about when that's coming in later in the show.
All right, thanks, Brandon. Treadmills and weight sets across the Treasure State are about to get a workout. How gyms are preparing for reopening. And the 5:30 news continues.
Powered by the Montana Television Network. The 5:30 news continues on Montana's News Leader.
Welcome back. As part of Governor Bullock's phased reopening plans, gyms are allowed to let their members back in starting tomorrow. MTN's Sam Hoyle takes a look at how one Helena gym is preparing to reopen.
Gyms all across the state are reopening starting May 15th, and Crossroads Fitness in Helena is itching to reopen their doors for their members.
We are so excited. We're ready. We miss our members. I know our members are missing us. They've reached out to us personally. They reached out to us on our Facebook page. So we're so excited.
Though the next time you walk into a gym, things might look a little different.
We've been shutting down every other piece of equipment. We've taken out some of our bikes in our cycle room. Of course, we aren't allowed to have classes indoors quite yet, but we are talking about some outdoor classes that we will offer.
And Crossroads is also exercising an abundance of caution by taking the temperature of each member that comes in the door.
For the first couple weeks especially, just because we are so happy just to be opening. We are still in phase 1, so of course this is going to be a learning curve for everyone. We will be checking everybody's body temperature. It's kind of a pass-fail, so that's kind of nice too. It doesn't have to, if you're a couple degrees higher, it's going to be between this and this range. So you'll get either a pass. If you fail, we'll ask you to sit, maybe bring your core temperature down. If you still don't pass the, of course, recommended or healthy temperature, we'll ask you to kindly leave and come back when you're feeling better.
And though gyms have implemented heightened sanitizing protocols as they reopen, Gerleman says that if you're unsure about a piece of equipment, it doesn't hurt to sanitize it yourself before working out. Reporting in Helena, Sam Hoyle, MTN News.
And tomorrow, a few Great Falls gyms and fitness centers are also welcoming back their regulars after doing some shaping up of their own. Under the governor's guidelines, gyms reopen at 50% capacity with strict sanitation and social distancing guidelines. Employees will sanitize equipment. The machines will be kept 6 feet apart to ensure members keep their distance. And while pools and locker rooms can be used, group fitness classes are not allowed, which means some fitness centers won't open until a later date. Some of the facilities reopening in the Electric City tomorrow include Big Sky CrossFit, the Highline Climbing Center, and Access Fitness. A number of gyms, fitness studios, and recreation centers will wait to reopen until Monday.
Well, we do have lots of rain in the forecast, not only tomorrow, but as we head into next week as well, and we'll have that forecast up next.